first graders, it's Mrs. Tinsley with your week's writing lesson. For this week, we are going to be working on complete sentences. We're going to work on writing compound sentences and complete simple sentences. So before we move into what those kind of things are, I want to make sure that you guys know what a good sentence is. Okay, so on your screen here, we have what a 5-star sentence looks like. Sentences are really going to be important. You have to know how to write a good complete sentence. And so the 5 things that you need to remember. We need to remember that we always start with a capital letter. You need to remember that you always end a sentence with a punctuation mark. You need to make sure that when you're writing that you're putting spaces between your words and you're not making them run together. You need to also remember very nice, neat handwriting so that the person who's reading your writing can read it. And then lastly, you want to make sure your sentence makes sense. If it does not make sense, no one's going to understand what you've written. Okay, so these are our 5 stars to our sentences. So please make sure you practice these. Punctuation at the end, capital letter at the beginning, finger spacing, neat handwriting, making sure it makes sense. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is a simple sentence. Okay, a simple sentence is just a plain sentence. This is our simple Sally here. Okay, simple Sally, she only has one thought. So her sentence just is short and sweet. The dog barked. That's her complete simple sentence. Okay, one thing happened. Now we're going to meet her brother, Chris. Chris is compound. It's compound Chris. He has 2 thoughts. Compound is more than 1, so compound is 2. The dog barked and ran after me. So these are the 2 things that happened. The dog barked and the dog ran after me. 2 things happened in that sentence. So that's a compound sentence. And what we did was we used this word and to combine the 2 things. So if you came to this last week's writing lesson, we talked about that. We included 2 things that were our favorite thing to eat on our warm-up slide. Spaghetti and meatballs. 2 things. So you use that word and to combine the sentence. Some other words that you could use to combine the simple sentences into 2 to make a compound sentence would be and, so, but, or because. So when you have that word in your sentence, you could combine 2 thoughts to make a compound sentence. Okay? So we will work on this week when you come to class, but I encourage you to practice at home. Think about 2 things. Maybe you could write your favorite things that you eat. Maybe you could write your 2 favorite colors. Something and something. Okay? Practice that at home. We will see you in class this week to do our compound and simple sentences with Sally and Chris. Have a great day, everybody.